Alright, we're still doing a product review on this non-name brand radio. I guess we're just gonna call it 520. But get the radio out the box, get all the wiring harnesses on it. Came with 2 wiring harnesses. I think it's standard 5 or 4 plugs on the top and 8 plugs on the bottom. You have your standard ground on the top, your power, and then you have your ignition cable. I'm gonna go ahead and get it all plugged up, and then we're gonna check it out and see how it powers up. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and power this up. I have a 12-volt battery, 7 amp hour, and I'm gonna hook up the radio to this. Just give me a couple seconds. So we got the power supply hooked up to the radio, and everything comes on. I checked it out, and looks pretty decent. The brightness of the radio is a little low, but I had to come in the car because I was standing outside, and you can see that it is on. I'm using this little 12-volt power supply on the car radio to get it to come on, and it's got standard features just like any other car radio. You push the button, you get the bass level, you can turn it up and down. You go one more time, you get the treble. You can turn that up and down. And then balance, your standard balance. And fade and loudness. And it goes to this one, which is EQ. You can turn the EQ to different selections like rock and some other stuff. But for the purpose of just getting a cheap car radio that's like half the size, that I'm going to use it to replace in my van because my van radio is not working. And I think this will do the job. It was only like $16 or $20 on Amazon. But it's a non-name brand radio. It doesn't have a particular name on it. I think it just had a number, and that was about it. But definitely would like to see how this sounds like. And I think it might actually sound pretty decent. Okay, so I get everything hooked up. I went and got an antenna for the radio, which I ordered on Amazon. And I'm going to let you hear the sound. I got a speaker on the side, and we're going to go ahead and give it a turn on.
Straight and strong, and raising their voices.
So far, the radio works pretty good. It sounds pretty nice for something that's approximately really cheap. I mean, the radio only costs between $16 and $20 on Amazon. But for what it's worth, I can't complain. It sounds pretty decent. I just was replacing my regular radio in this, and just put this in. I order a small battery for it. That way I don't have to keep it in the car all the time. It's just for put it in the box, kind of set up, and then just have radio so that you have something to listen to. But for the most part, it sounds pretty decent. I highly recommend it. It's a pretty good sounding little radio. I'm going to turn it up a little bit.
Aisha Sa'a is 18 and a college freshman.
But for what it's worth, it's excellent. But this is my product review for the car radio.
Not just physically, but emotionally stronger. She